On this episode of Arcade Anthology, we're going to be taking a look at Dave & Buster's in Nashville, Tennessee. As of April 2022, Dave & Buster's has 145 locations. This one in particular is located inside of Opry Mills Mall in Nashville, Tennessee. The day of recording this was a Saturday, early July of 2022, and as you can see, everything is quite busy. It was actually kind of hard to capture a lot of these machines without having people blocking a large bit of the view, but I did the best I could. Speaking of, I wasn't actually expecting to record today. We were out celebrating a family member's birthday and happened to wind up here, and I couldn't pass up the opportunity to record it. With that being said, I will come back if there's enough interest, or maybe go to a different Dave & Buster's with my actual filming equipment that I'm using now. Something real quick here, I had actually not seen this Ghostbusters machine before, but aesthetically it is quite pleasing. The gameplay kind of looked simple, but I imagine kids enjoy it quite a bit. But something I always have to speak on whenever I do these arcade anthology videos is the cleanliness. And I would have to say this location was very clean. With the amount of people who are here, I was actually surprised that there was only a few stray cups and the floor seemed pretty free of debris. Didn't have sticky surfaces, no stepping in a puddle, nothing like that. Of course, it wasn't perfect, but there was a ton of people here, and anything that you see that might be out of place probably just happened, honestly. This Simpsons soccer machine actually brings me back. That is not one that I have thought about in quite a few years, but it was really cool to see it. As you can see, I entered the left side of the main mall entrance, and on this side it's mostly point-based machines and things that you would play with groups of people, like basketball, racing, nothing that really spits out tickets. And as a kid, you could actually come here with birthday parties and they'd give you cards that work for a certain amount of time where you could play these kind of games unlimited. It was a pretty awesome experience. And then on the other side that we'll get to in a minute is all the main ticket machines. That Tomb Raider machine was also a new one for me. This Batman one looked very cool. Did not get around to playing it. Didn't have very much time at this arcade. Spent most of it recording and then played a few coin pushers. Mario Kart though, that 4-player one, that's where it's at. For anyone who hasn't been to a Dave & Buster's before, they are more than just an arcade. I'll capture a good bit of the other portions of this location here in a moment, but they have multiple bars, they have a couple restaurants, they have bowling, so there's a little bit to do for everyone, and it's definitely a very popular birthday location. It's been a while since I've actually seen it this busy. Even though this was a Saturday, I was quite surprised with just how many people were here. But honestly, good for them. Nowadays, you can use any amount of foot traffic and revenue possible. So there is quite a few random machines I hadn't seen before, but are basically just twists on standard machines, but this was actually completely new for me. I know axe throwing has been a big craze lately, but I had not seen an arcade axe throwing machine. And what it is, you throw these plastic axes and they stick in what feels like the plastic dartboards, but when your turn's over, the dartboard portion actually retracts back so the axes fall down. It's pretty cool. Someone won big. And this is the prize area. I'll do a full little run through of it at the end, but it's actually well priced for the amount of tickets that you get per machine. Another brand new machine from me right here was that Hungry Hippos. It looks like it's a little bit aged, but it was actually quite a bit of fun to play with my daughter and wife. And here's my addictions, the coin pushers. They always get me. This is one that I have a friend that has great luck at, but I've literally never gotten more than 10 tickets beat out from it. This location actually has been here for quite a few years, and what was here before was actually another arcade. It was Jillian's. So this location has quite a bit of gaming history for the Nashville area. And this location in particular actually survived a flood and had to rebuild basically. It was a big flood that was destroyed quite a few businesses in the area. I've been on an Injustice 2 kick lately, so that was an awesome arcade machine to see. That Minecraft Dungeons game is actually pretty cool as well. It is your standard one that you can play on the consoles, but the difference is you actually get cards for your equipment, and you can go to different machines or keep playing that machine and just keep scanning the same equipment as you get new equipment. It's pretty cool. But let's get back here to the bowling section real quick. As you can see, it's not the largest bowling. I don't know exactly how many lanes. I'm sure I could count real quick, but yeah. Anyways, it's actually pretty nice though. Everything's really comfortable, very clean, and it actually has its own little bar. So that's pretty cool as well. Very popular for birthday parties, of course. And here is where the outside entrance is, as well as the actual sports bar section, Dave & Buster's Sports. And then the main restaurant area as well. But I have no business over here. We actually just got done eating, so there's a nice little view, but let's get out of here. Then up here on the right is something you see quite a bit in Nashville, so it's something I felt like I needed to linger on, but it's a wall of musicians that have been here or from here and signed, and usually little sentiments written on there as well. And then somehow I completely missed this section back here, but I did see this machine before leaving and made sure to capture it just because I hadn't seen it before. I kind of just bypassed it thinking it was air hockey at first, but pretty cool. And then as promised, here at the end is the prize room. There's a pretty wide variety, nothing too insane, but a little bit of something for everyone. That Sonic right there has been staring at me the whole time though. Well, if you made it this far in the video, I greatly appreciate your time. I hope you enjoyed it. Many more arcades to come. I'm hoping to get into some of the smaller arcades soon in my area and then start branching out. Until next time, I hope you have a good one.